Now, today's topic is going to be a bit harsh. Why you probably suck at photography. So number one, you idolize gear too much. You think that gears will be able to help you to be able to achieve this magical effect. Having this 1.4 aperture will be able to get you these very nice bokeh shots. Having this particular brand of cameras will help you get very nice 4K videos. All those might be true, but a lot of things boils down to the photographer rather than the gear. So the second point is, you think that good gear can compensate for your lack of skills. Now, I'm sure some of you guys have played sports at a certain capacity in your life, so this should be quite relatable to you. Let's take badminton for example. Do you think giving the best badminton racket in the whole world to an amateur player, this amateur player will do well in Olympics? No. This player will definitely need to train his own skills and the way he handles the racket to be able to do well. Not necessarily having the best badminton racket in the whole world will be able to help this amateur player achieve the results, but hard training every day to be able to see how he can work well with the racket, as well as personal training to be able to get his knowledge of how to swing the racket in the correct direction. Just as photography, having a good camera but without knowing how to use the functions of it will not necessarily help me to take a good photo. So try to work on your skills on your current gears first before getting more expensive gears, thinking that will help you to bring your photography to the next level. Relating to the next point, you prefer to get better technology than to master what you already have. Let's use for me for example. I don't have the latest Sony cameras. I'm just using my Sony A7 II, which is probably about 6 to 5 years old already. A lot of my food photography shots which I'm being paid for, I'm just using with that camera. Not only that, majority of the time I'm using my kit lens to be able to achieve all those shots. Now a while back, Peter McKinnon came out with a video called $400 camera versus a $4,000 camera. On the first glance, watching those two footages in the video, I'm hardly able to tell the difference. It is easily a $3,600 price gap between these two cameras. For all those who are interested in what I'm talking about, you can click the link right here. On the topic of gears, so a lot of the YouTubers out there will recommend the Aperture 120D with the light dome, which costs easily about $1,000, or just the light itself, it costs nearly about $800. Now, I've always been using the SL60 as I find a lot of reviews on it, so if you're interested on the review of it, please click on the link right here, where I do a review on how this light has helped me in my food photography assignments. So do consider your options before getting a more expensive one. Maybe a cheaper alternative might still be able to help you to get the effect that you want. The next one, allow yourself to fail. Now, failure is a very strong deterring factor from us trying new things or things which are actually of a big risk but large rewards. You might be thinking, oh, I'm not good enough to be able to shoot this, or I don't have enough experience. But seriously, who started out having so much experience? So unless your family has been doing it for ages, you will always definitely start from ground zero. Failing only shows how much inexperience that you have, but it's a very good learning tool to be able to help you to move forward if you can overcome that. Believe it or not, my first few assignments I did quite poorly and I did not have follow-up, but subsequently where I'm now at, I'm really happy because I allowed myself to fail and just keep on trying to and improving myself. Moving back to the athletes analogy, the badminton player might not do very well in his first few tournaments, but if you just think that, oh, he did not do well in his first tournament and he just quit, that will be the end of his career. But if he keeps trying, it will likely he'll win a medal or two in the upcoming tournaments. So if you deem yourself as a failure, you're actually labeling yourself, which is the next point. Stop labeling yourself. Stop labeling yourself as a failure or somebody who's afraid to try. Just move on ahead and just give it a try, give it a shot and see how well you do and how you can improve from there. What's important is that you don't overthink and just start your journey. Everybody starts from somewhere. If you want more helpful and constructive advice in your field, do join Facebook groups. There are tons of Facebook groups out there. For me, I've always been using Sony cameras, so I always join photography groups with Sony users in mind, and you're able to bring out a lot of points about my cameras which I didn't know, such as there's cropping in 4K. There are also platforms you can post it out there to be able to get critics. One of them is actually Flickr. But if you are using Facebook most of the time, just post it in the Facebook groups and allow people to critique your photo. Take those haters or all those negative comments with a pinch of salt, but really try to absorb what's positive and what's a constructive feedback to help you to be able to improve your art. So my last advice is to be humble and just keep on learning. Allow yourself to learn from different sources on the internet, such as maybe YouTube or different articles out there to be able to understand more about your camera or your gears or how you can improve your photography. So a little update on my channel. On Tuesdays, I'm trying to cover product reviews, whereas on Thursdays, I'm trying to conduct photography tips videos such as this. I hope you guys find this video helpful and useful in your photography journey. Do leave me a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, so that you'll be more up to date with my video content. Now, if you're interested in more photography tips videos such as this, stay all the way to the end. We have a playlist where I cover a lot of my photography tips. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video.